Hey, how's it going today? It's Andrew down here at Victory Chrysler Jeep Ram in Delmont, PA, a little bit outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And today I'm going to do our first video in a series on a buyer guide on the all-new, completely new 3-row 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L. Completely redesigned for the year. Let's show you what you get standard on the limited trim. And there she is, completely redesigned from the ground up. All new sheet metal, all new interior, and for the first time, a stretched Grand Cherokee to give you 3 rows of seating. Customers have been asking for it, and they have finally delivered. And let me tell you, you're gonna love this vehicle when you take a look at it. The limited trim, such as you see here, is one of the largest volume models on the traditional 5-passenger Grand Cherokee, and if I have to predict, it's going to be on the L as well. So let's see what you get standard, because there's been a lot of improvements and added technology in this brand new Jeep, and you might be surprised that some of this stuff comes standard. This does have one sole option, which is the $245 velvet red color. So moving on quickly, let's see, this is your 18x8 standard wheel on a limited. Kind of gives you a nice snowflake pattern, as I would call it. Upgradable, you can get a 20-inch wheel, which looks very nice as well. Up front, LED headlights are standard with automatic high beams. So if you're driving down the road at night in the automatic setting, it will adjust based on incoming traffic. It'll turn your high beams off so you don't blind the other drivers. Very nice feature, love it in the past models, and I love that it's standard on this limited. You also get LED fog lights down there as well. Coming up front, you might see some things that you'll point out, like this square right here. That is for your safety and your adaptive cruise control. You can also see some of those up on top of the driver's rearview mirror area. Let's continue to look around. Gorgeous, gorgeous color, that velvet red. Out back, you'll see you also have LED tail lights. They look super, super great. Also, standard on the limited trim is your power lift gate, which is awesome. Great feature to have. Here is your third row, the first time you've seen it on a Grand Cherokee. A few things back here. You do have a 12-volt if you need to power some things. Manual seats falling down, super easy to fold them up and down. And then your button to close and to set the height is at a nice convenient height on the left of the vehicle. You don't have to reach up or anything of that sort. So very good looking, very roomy, and very comfortable vehicle. Let's hop on the inside and show you what else you get standard on the limited trim. But before that, you'll notice, of course, this one has your smart key access. All you gotta do, just put your hand behind it to open it if it's locked. Coming in, this is the global black interior on the limited trim. You have some nice wood looking material here, super soft, and a nice little aluminum look. Leather stitched. It's very, not a super dark and drab interior. It's very, very nice. 8-way power adjustable seat with powered lumbar, up and down, back and forth. Super great. You'll see this leather, it's black with a nice kind of silver white contrast stitching. Looks very good. And that follows through onto the dash up here and around there, all soft touch materials, and on into the steering wheel. So you do have a nice thick steering wheel with indentations around your 9 and 5 position. Makes it nice and easy to hold on to. So let's start this up. Foot on the brake, push the button to start. The first thing you'll be greeted with is that 10.25 inch completely digital display, driver's information display. Get your fuel, your temps, obviously your speed, and a whole lot more. It's very customizable through this D-pad here. Pretty awesome system. You also do get paddle shifters up and down standard, which is great. And what you'll notice here on this side is your buttons for the adaptive cruise control. So you do get adaptive cruise control standard on Grand Cherokee Limited, which is a great feature. Keeps the distance, you know, accelerates and slows this Jeep down if you're in traffic without you having to touch the accelerator or the brake pedal, which is awesome. Moving on, looking at the infotainment, standard on the Limited is the 8.4-inch Uconnect 5 touchscreen radio. So it's a nice size that we've been standard to on the previous generation Grand Cherokee. You are able to upgrade to the larger 10.1-inch Uconnect touchscreen radio, which will bring the screen, fill it out more into the edges there. That is available in an option package in the Limited trim. But honestly, the screen's great. It's super quick, switching between your different media, climate controls, and a whole other thing. It's a great screen to have standard. Take a look at the backup camera while we're here as well. Super bright and clear with lines that move with the steering wheel, which is awesome. Going down a bit, here is your media and your HVAC controls. And what I love about this vehicle, standard, everything has a knob and a switch. You're not buried in the touchscreen, which is great. A first for Grand Cherokee is having heated seat controls that aren't just in the touchscreen radio, so they're super easy to turn on. So standard for the Limited model is your heated seats and heated steering wheel up front, and you actually have heated rear seats as well, which is great. Moving into the first bit of storage, has all of your power and connectivity options, tons of it in here. 2 USB-Cs, 2 USB-As, plus a 12-volt. I think everyone will have a place to charge their phone, tablet, or whatever in this vehicle. Does go down a little bit. In the higher end packages on the Limited, you can get a wireless charger in there too, which is pretty cool. Here is your shifter, standard on every Grand Cherokee L. It's a nice dial. It's actually made out of like real metal, so it does have a little heat and a little retains a little heater temperature to it. And then here's your drive mode selector, down for sport, up for snow, and then snow and mud over there. Super easy to change. Very confident system. Here is your dual cup holders with nice rubber surrounds, so if you're having something smaller, it will hold it in there securely. And moving on, you do have your leather covered and stitched center storage compartment, dual level with a nice soft material on the inside. This is lit as well. And yeah, what's great is these seats are very comfortable. You do have power memory and driver key adjustability. So with the 2 keys that come with this vehicle, it'll recognize which driver is which, and you'll move this seat accordingly as you get into the vehicle, which I love very much. And it's placed up here. In the previous generation, it was down here, and that did bother some people. You do have your power passenger seat as well, standard on a Limited, which is pretty great. You know, it's not just a driver that gets the nice controls. And then finally, closing out up front, top of here, you do get your buttons for turning off the automatic stop start. This vehicle does have your active lane management, which will keep the Grand Cherokee in the center of the lane. If you start drifting out, it'll nudge the vehicle back into the correct lane of traffic. So you can turn that off if you want up here. Traction control, your hazards, and then your rear parking sonar. So what's great too, besides just having a backup camera standard, you also have the rear sonar standard. So if you start backing up and you get close to something, it'll notify you by sound and by on the screen here showing you how close you're getting. Let's take a quick look in the back and wrap this video up. So opening the big doors on this Grand Cherokee L, you'll see that standard in the Limited trim is dual captain chairs in the middle row, which are pretty great. You can get a bench available for a little bit of an upcharge, but this 6-passenger configuration is standard. Top in, you do get your rear climate control, accessibility here, full automatic mode. And then, as I was saying up front, you do get heated seat standard, which is very nice on those cool days. It's not just the front passengers, they get to enjoy the luxuries of having a heated seat. Moving below, you do have your vents there, 2 in the center, and then 1 on either side of the door. And then finally, further below is the power options for the middle row. Once again, tons back here, 2 USB-Cs, 2 USB-As, and a 115 household outlet, which is great if you're using a laptop or something and need to charge it quicker. Finally, you do have your cup holders there. And then these seats are very adjustable. You can move them back and forth, recline them pretty hard. If you want to give your third row passengers a little more room, sacrifice a little up here, completely adjustable to your heart's desires. And then getting in the back, super easy, nice, not too heavy of a seat. And you'll see the third row back there. Wrapping up what you get in the Limited. All Limiteds come standard with 2 USBs on the right and the left side, plus vents for the third row. So each passenger in this Grand Cherokee L can stay comfortable. So anyways, wrapping up and taking a look at this beautiful vehicle. It's all new, first ever 3-row Grand Cherokee. What a great car. So let us know if you have any questions, if we missed anything on what's standard on the Grand Cherokee L in the Limited trim. We'll be sure to show you our other trims as they come in, including the Overland and the Summit and Summit Reserve, plus the Laredo and the Altitude trim that will be available a little bit later this year. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Help us with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you're interested in hearing more videos about the Grand Cherokee L or any of the other Chrysler Dodge Jeep brand inventory. We have a lot of fun videos planned in the near future. And if you want to see our current newer pre-owned inventory, visit us at victorydelmont.com or hit the link in the description below. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I hope you have a great day.